Okay, so welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
And today we are exploring a topic that I think everyone listening can relate to. And it is the art of gossip.
Yeah.
But not just any gossip.
Wow.
We're looking at how people tell those stories, those
Right.
you won't believe this stories, those crazy...
Right. These bizarre situations. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got a really interesting story to work with, to unpack today. It's a story about new neighbors and some...
little neighborhood drama.
Yeah, some strange goings on. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to dive in.
And this is a great example of how everyday English can be so expressive, right? We don't just convey information, we also kind of perform when we speak, right? And like, how do we keep people hooked? How do we build suspense? It's fascinating.
Exactly. And this story, I think, it starts off in a way that a lot of us can relate to. We've got these two housewives.
Okay.
And one of them has just, done the very typical North American thing of like bringing over a housewarming gift to the new...
A little welcome gift, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But things take a bit of a strange turn.
Yes.
So how about we just jump right in and take a look at what happened.
Okay.
So the first housewife is telling her friend about this strange encounter with the new neighbor, and the language she uses is just so telling.
It is.
For example, she doesn't just say that the neighbor was weird.
Right.
She says that he had this odd behavior.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
And so it's like it's not just like he's a little bit off. It's like
right, it's like she's almost diagnosing him.
almost like clinical.
Yeah.
I know. I got a bad feeling about this guy.
Right. And that word choice, it adds this weight to it, right? It makes it more than just a casual observation.
Exactly. And then she goes on to describe the house as being dark and eerie.
Oh, spooky.
Not just dimly lit or,
Right, or a little dark.
Yeah, exactly. Dark and eerie. And, that word eerie just has this like supernatural connotation.
Absolutely. It really makes you wonder what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it gets even weirder because she says that he practically kicked her out of the house.
Oh, wow.
It's not just like, oh, okay, well, thanks for stopping by. It's like, get out.
Wow. So that's really setting the stage for some serious suspicion here.
Yes, definitely. So now we have all of this already, this feeling of unease about this new neighbor.
Okay.
And then the second housewife adds even more fuel to the fire.
Uh-oh.
Because she tells the first housewife that she saw a coffin-shaped delivery.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, being dropped off at the house.
I mean, come on.
I know.
This is just playing on all of our deepest fears and curiosities, right?
Exactly.
A coffin.
Yeah, like what is going on here?
I know. Okay, so things are already a little bit strange.
Okay.
And then, just as these women are talking about this, mysterious neighbor. Guess who shows up?
No way, the neighbor.
The neighbor.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And he pops up. And he invites them both over for dinner.
Okay.
But he phrases the invitation in such a weird way.
Oh, how does he say it?
He says, I'd like to have you both for dinner.
And
it's just
a little off.
Yeah.
Like...
But like he's talking about like a dish or something.
It's like so creepy. It's like straight out of a horror movie.
But it's like he's channeling Hannibal Lecter.
I know, right? But, okay, so let's step back for a second from this spooky story and think about what this story can teach us about everyday English. I mean, and we've got all of these phrases, right?
Right.
Like, fill me in.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what I saw. I've got a bad feeling about this. And these phrases are so powerful because they draw people in.
They do.
And they make the English sound more natural and more engaging.
Yeah, I notice all of those phrases you mentioned, they often start with an exclamation, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what makes them so effective. Absolutely. They grab your attention. It's like, what's going on? Tell me more.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And so I as we wrap up this deep dive into gossip in everyday English, the main takeaway here is that the words we choose have real power.
They do.
And they can shape how we experience things, how we judge people, how we tell our stories. So think about those small choices in your own conversations, both when you're speaking and when you're listening.
I love that point.
Yeah. And just be aware of the power of the words.
The power of words. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and we will see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.